Erev Tov Rabotai, we are continuing with our Mishna Yomi, Masechet Shevuot. We are up to Perek Daled, Mishna Zayin. Today's Mishnayot should be Le'ilu Nishmat, Neria ben Svetlana Ranbayev, Eliyahu ben Burcha Israelov, Chana bat Miriam, Sason ben Ryan, Yoshua ben Shifra, Menuchatam beGan Eden, Amen. And Abdul ben Chaim Lechaim, V'Refuah Shelema, Daniel Shalom ben Rosa, B'Torch Shah Cholei Yisrael, and Dachlama Merav, Binyamin, Old Zion Chai ben Dvorah. The Mishnah now teaches the claims for which witnesses are not obligated to bring an offering for a false oath of testimony. The Mishnah presents a long list of claims to illustrate the different reasons why witnesses are not obligated for swearing falsely about them. To simplify learning this Mishnah, we will break up the cases into groups, each representing a different reason. The Mishnah's ruling about these cases comes at the very end of the Mishnah. The first group of cases involves claims that are not directly about money. As we have learned in Mishnah 4, witnesses bring an offering for a false oath of testimony. Only if this caused the person asking for their testimony to lose money. The Gemara on page 34a learns this from Gzera Sheva to the oath of deposit, where the oath is about a claim of money. Mashbiya ani alechem im lo tavo utiduni. Someone says to two witnesses, I impose an oath on you if you do not come and testify for me. Shani Kohen, that I am a Kohen. Shani Levi, or that I am a Levi. She'eni ben Grusha, or that I am not the son of a divorced woman. A Kohen is not permitted to marry a divorcee. If he does, the child he has from her is called a Halal, a disqualified Kohen. A Halal may not eat teruma or do the temple service. Now in the case of the Mishnah, a man whose father is a Kohen asks witnesses to testify that his mother was not previously divorced and he is therefore not a halal. Sheni ben chalutza, or that I am not the son of a woman who received chalitza. When a man dies childless, it is a mitzvah for his brother to marry the widow. This marriage is called yibum. If the brother is unwilling or unable to marry his sister-in-law, a procedure called chalitza is performed to permit her to marry out of the family. By rabbinic law, a Kohen may not marry a woman who previously received chalitza because she resembles a divorcee. If he does, his child from her is also a disqualified Kohen. That is the first group of cases. The next group of cases involves claims that are not about money and are also not about the person asking for the testimony. Sheish ploni Kohen, or he asks two witnesses to testify that so-and-so is a Kohen. Here there is an additional reason why they are not obligated. Witnesses bring an offering only for denying testimony that would benefit the person asking for it. Sheish ploni Levi, or that so-and-so is a Levi. She'eno ben Grushar, that he is not the son of a divorced woman. She'eno ben Chalutzar, that he is not the son of a woman who received chalitza. The next pair of cases involve claims that are about money, but are not about the person asking for the testimony. Shanas ish ploni et bito, pitat bito, or he asked him to testify that so-and-so violated that person's daughter, or that he seduced that person's daughter. When the Mishnah says bito, his daughter, it refers to the daughter of the so-and-so mentioned in the previous cases, either the Kohen or Levi. So-and-so violated the Kohen's daughter. The Mishnah teaches that even where there is a claim of money, but it is not the money of the person asking them to testify, the witnesses are still exempt from bringing an offering. And the Mishnah concludes with cases of claims that would be about money were it not for the fact that they are also about crimes that carry the death penalty. As we explained in the previous Mishnah, whenever someone commits a crime that should obligate him to receive the death penalty and to pay money, he is exempt from payment. Mishachaval bi beni, or he asked him to testify that my son wounded me. One who wounds his father receives a death penalty, as it says in the book of Shevuot, chapter 21, verse 15. Vishachaval bi chaviri vishadik gidishi b'Shabbat, or that my friend wounded me, or set fire to my stack of grain on Shabbat. Both of these actions are prohibited on Shabbat, and the punishment for performing forbidden work on Shabbat is the death penalty, as it says in the book of Shevuot, chapter 31, verse 14. The Mishnah rules on these cases, Harelu Piturin, in all of these cases, if the witnesses swore that they do not know testimony, they are not obligated to bring an offering because they did not cause the person asking for their testimony to lose money. The requested testimony was either not about a claim of money, or it was not about the money of the person requesting the testimony, or it was not about a collectible claim. And that is the end of Mishnah Zayin. Mishnah Chet begins, Mashbiya ani alechem im lo tavo utiduni. If a claimant says to witnesses, I impose an oath on you if you do not come and testify on my behalf. Shamar ish ploni liteni 200 zuz v'lo natani, that so-and-so said he would give me 200 zuz, but he did not yet give it to me, and they falsely denied knowledge of the testimony. Harei elu piturim, they are not obligated to bring an offering. Shen chayavin ela al tvi'at mamon. This is because witnesses are obligated to bring an offering only for swearing falsely about a monetary claim that the defendant would be forced to pay if they were to testify against him. Kapikadon, similar to the case of the deposit mentioned by the verse. One of the examples the Torah gives for a false oath for which a person must bring an offering is an oath about a pikadon, a deposit that a person left with someone else for safekeeping. A person asking for his deposit to be returned is making a claim that is legally collectible in court if he can prove it. From this we learn that offerings are brought only for false oaths about similar types of claims, namely money that can be collected in court if the claim is proven. The example of a pikadon deposit is not said by the Torah in regard to the oath of testimony. It is said in regard to the Shevuot Pikadon, oath of deposit, in Vayikra, chapter 5, verse 21. This is an oath that a person swears denying he owes money. However, the Gemara in page 35a derives from Gzeras Shavav the words techeta, will sin, used in regard to both the oath of testimony in Vayikra chapter 5 verse 1 and the oath of deposit in verse 21 there, that just as the offering brought for the oath of deposit involves a monetary claim for something the defendant will have to return or pay if he is found guilty, so too the offering for the oath of testimony is only for a monetary claim the defendant will have to pay if the witnesses testify against him. In our case, however, in the Mishnah's case, the defendant would not have been forced to pay even if the witnesses had testified, because a person is not legally obligated to honor a mere promise, as the Rav writes. A person becomes legally obligated to give a gift only if a kinyan was made to transfer the money from the giver to the receiver. A simple promise of a gift is not collectible in court. And that is the Rabotai of today's Mishna Yomi. Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen v'amen.